So South by Southwest is a huge multimedia conference, and while I was there, I had the opportunity to attend a bunch of different types of sessions. So today, I want to share the top 4 things that marketers need to be thinking about in 2016. So first, events are critical to your brand strategy if you're trying to reach millennials. As seen at South by Southwest and in this recent Media Post article, millennials care way more about experiences and adventures than they do about things. So how are you translating your online presence into offline experiences? 2, the biggest buzzword in the digital media space right now, augmented and virtual reality. Wondering how this applies to brands? Think about Snapchat filters. Gatorade made a huge play at the Super Bowl with their Snapchat filter, and Kraft Mac and Cheese recently timed an awesome Snapchat filter to coincide with their ad campaign about their ingredient change. 3, we need to talk about Gen Z. So born after the millennials, this segment makes up 20% of the US population, and by 2020, they're set to be 40% of all consumers. So this group grew up in a world of change, and so they're looking to establish permanence in this world of change. So what this means is a huge opportunity for brand loyalty. And 4, one of the biggest learnings that I gained at South by Southwest and at our sessions is the imperative to reflect diversity in the modern family in your advertising. So let's hear from Manoj now, who is one of our panelists at South by Southwest, with his perspective on the modern family.
The family dynamic around that family has probably changed dramatically over time, right? Over the course of the past 50 years, as you described, it's very different now. It may not even be a mom, it might be a dad now. And I think what we realized as a brand is there was an opportunity for us to be a bit more authentic, a bit more real about what was happening, a bit more genuine in how we were telling that story.
Now I'd like to turn it over to Lisa Freitag, Director of Sales Marketing here at Baby Center, with her perspective on the modern family and the imperative to reflect it in your advertising.
Thanks, Becca. One of the biggest surprises, or one of the biggest findings we saw come out of our recent white paper, Family Diversity is the New Norm, is that 80% of parents say that they want to see diverse families in the advertising and the TV and the media they consume, which at first was surprising for us, but then we thought about it a little bit more and we took a look at shifting demographics and what's happening in American families today. And what we're seeing is it's no longer 2.5 kids sitting around a dinner table waiting for dad to come home to talk about their day. It's incredibly different, and brands really need to recognize this shift. What we also found was that 66%, or 2 in 3 parents, say that it's really important that when they make purchasing decisions, they understand that the brand respects all different types of families. That's not just modern families saying it or traditional families, it's actually all parents. So it's really important for brands also to understand to reflect their reality back at them. There are some brands that are doing this really well, like Honey Maid, for example, in the This Is Wholesome campaign. But then we also see subtle integration, which is happening in advertising like Kohl's when they did their spots for the Academy Awards. So what's a brand to do? Really, what they should do is listen and learn from their audience. Really understand their wants and their needs. And if you need to, partner with a publisher or somebody that understands this audience intimately, so that when you go after it and you make the brand shift and you go out with this new creative, that you're reflecting it authentically.